towards it. As the distance is decreasing, Earth will be moving upward. If u is the speed of the ball at any instant, then Earth will also have a speed v, velocity upwards. Then comparison of that is m, initial momentum is 0, mu plus mv is equal to 0. mv, this is final momentum. After some time when we find velocity of the ball has happened to be u, velocity of the earth be v, and the linear momentum acquired by them is total linear momentum of ball and gun system is mu plus mv, and initially it is 0, therefore 0 is mu plus mv. From this what we conclude is minus mu by m. So earth will be, as the ball moves down, earth will be moving up. Earth will be moving up with a velocity v. Negative direction indicates that earth is moving up and velocity v. But what we know is mass of the earth is very much greater than mass of the ball. So therefore, velocity of the earth will be very small when compared to magnitude of velocity is less. Means earth will, though it appears to, it moves up, but the speed is very small when compared to the ball velocity. But in this case also, there is an increase in the kinetic energy of the earth as well as kinetic energy of the ball. Now, how is that? Initially kinetic energy was 0, both were at rest. Ball is starting from rest, earth is also starting from rest. Initially both of them are at rest. Initial kinetic energy is 0, but after some time we find both are having kinetic energy. In this case, there is increase in the kinetic energy of the system, because initially both of them are at rest, total kinetic energy is 0, but as they are moving, ball is moving towards the earth, earth is moving towards earth with opposite velocities as according to this equation. Therefore, after some time we find not only the ball as well as the earth have some kinetic energy. How much is the kinetic energy acquired? Half mu square is the kinetic energy acquired by the ball. Half mv square is the kinetic energy acquired by the earth. Though it is, when compared to this kinetic energy is very small, earth kinetic energy is very small, but there is increase in the kinetic energy. This kinetic energy increment is there. We have to account for this kinetic energy. Where does this energy come? This energy we account for as the loss in gravitational potential energy, because both ball and earth are approaching each other, distance of separation is decreasing, configuration is changing, therefore loss in gravitational potential energy is there. So this is another example we have considered. One more example we can consider is two blocks. Third example we are going to consider motion of two blocks connected by a spring. Motion of two blocks connected by a spring. In this case, let us consider two blocks A and B are connected together by a spring, and let the system rest on a smooth horizontal plane. It's a frictionless horizontal plane. Okay. The system is on a frictionless horizontal plane. Initially, the blocks are at rest and spring is in the stretched position. Means we have pulled the spring little bit away, means blocks are moved a little bit away from each other, extending the spring to a certain extent, small extent. Then starting from rest we release. Initially both A and B are at rest. Initial velocities are 0. But in the course of that, each block is now going to experience due to extended spring. So because of the extension of the spring, extended spring now will exert a force on this, a force of the spring on A. And similarly, spring is going to exert force on B towards left. Because extended spring will try to pull towards it. Because it will try to come to natural length, therefore it will try to pull it. Now, because of that, the momentum of A, because A is experiencing a force due to spring, momentum of A will increase in this direction. Momentum of B also will increase in this direction. Linear moment of individual blocks A and B is increasing, but these forces which are exerted by the spring on both the blocks are equal and opposite forces because they are action-reaction forces. But FSA is equal to minus of FSB. They are no doubt in opposite directions, but also they are equal force because the same spring exerting force on both the blocks. So it will exert same amount of force. Magnitudes are equal, opposite direction. Therefore, when we consider the system of these two blocks together, the resultant force, this happens to be internal force, and the net external force is going to be 0. Net external force is 0. No doubt, block A, block B experience gravitational force. Weight is downwards there, weight is downwards here. In addition to that, normal reaction force it will experience, normal reaction force it experiences. Since these two forces are equal and opposite, net external force is 0. So spring force happens to be equal and opposite force, and this, when we consider the system as a whole, spring force is becoming internal force and net internal force also is 0. Therefore, altogether we can conclude that net external force is 0. Consequence of net external force is 0 is linear momentum has to be conserved. Initial linear momentum of the system is 0 because they are starting from rest. After some time we find this moving with a velocity VA, this will be moving towards left with a VB because both are being pulled in the respective directions. After some time, the momenta will be MAVA plus MBVB, that is 0, implying that VB is equal to minus of MAVA by MB. This negative sign indicates that both are going to move in opposite directions, and the magnitude of velocities are dependent on masses. If MB is greater than MA, VB will be less than VA, indicating that a lighter body. This equation indicates that the velocity of B will be small when MB is larger than MA. That is, if a body is heavier, that body among these two blocks, one of the blocks is heavier than the other, the speed of that block will be less. In this case also, both the blocks are acquiring kinetic energy. At any instant, kinetic energy of A is MAVA square and kinetic energy of B is half MBVB square. Both are acquiring kinetic energy. In this case, how to account for the increase in kinetic energy? Initially there is no kinetic energy, but after some time we find both of them moving with some kinetic energy. Where does this energy come from? This energy we account for initial elastic potential energy stored in the spring. That is, initial elastic potential energy stored in the spring is converted into kinetic energy here. How elastic potential energy is stored? A spring, when it is elongated or compressed, is said to be possessing elastic potential energy. Here initially spring is elongated position, ultimately it is coming to normal length finally, therefore it is losing elastic potential energy, that is converted into kinetic energy of the blocks. Here we account for the kinetic energy gain. Next we will try to analyze some problems based on motion of center of mass. Next we consider the case of some simple problems where we can calculate the data of center of mass and also how conservation of linear momentum is applied in analyzing the problems. Let us consider two particles A and B. There are two particles A and B. Particle A is 1 kg mass, particle B is 2 kg mass. These two blocks are, these two particles, particle A, particle B, these two particles are moving in xy plane such that at a particular instant the position vector of the first particle is 3. Position vector of the first particle is 3I plus 3t plus 2t square j meters or in meter. Similarly, at that instant, the position vector of the second particle RB is 3 minus 2t square I plus minus 60j meters. So this is the problem, that is particle A of 1 kg mass, particle B of mass 2 kg, they are moving in xy plane. At a particular instant, their position vectors are given by this as a function of time. These position vectors are dependent on time, therefore they are now in motion. So how to calculate the velocity? First find out the velocity of center of mass.